Namaste, official welcome and start. So, good to have you guys, and thank you for joining us this morning. Last time I was here in Pakus and we did a couple of classes together. A couple of weeks ago, if we didn't have a chance, we can always go back to the library and look at them. And we talked about madhya. It's a concept in Sanskrit which has to do with the space in between and basically the middle place. It means middle. And the past few weeks I've been diving into some of the very old yogic texts, Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and those texts were so wise and so advanced, and already at the same time very modern, applicable to our own lives. And starting, if yoga helps us to create space, what that does in itself, yoga meaning both the yoga of the mind, but of course of the yoga of the body, creating space helps us get clarity. So clarity is a quality that comes with, that's a result, a benefit of our yoga practice. And in Sanskrit, there's the word called prajna or prajna. And prajna means actually this deep intuitive knowledge that we can get. And it's not about, or maybe it is, I don't know, not only at least about intuition, like having an idea of what's going to happen, but actually it's more a deep sense of real truth within us. So what happens basically and mechanically when we practice yoga is, and maybe you can relate to what I'm saying if you've been practicing yoga for a little bit, is that it kind of quiets the mind and it lowers the noise of the mind and what's happening in the body. And when that happens, it's like when if you shake a bottle of apple cider, after a while, like the depot will comes to the bottom, and you will get clearer through the bottle. And basically, this is what we're doing with practice, with movement, with mindfulness, with the breath. We're getting the pulp or the noise, so to speak, down to the bottom so we can see clearly. So it's a natural result from that. So I'm thinking of bringing that into our practice today so we can have a felt sense, a body experience of clarity and prajna. So let's start sitting, and I'll invite you to turn your thighs in. You can pull your buttock back. And just to give you a heads up, we're going to be together until 11:15 about that. And okay, take a deep inhale, lengthen your side ribs and spine, and exhale, soften your hands onto your thighs, and maybe in Jnana Mudra, which actually means knowledge, thumb and index. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with it, and allow your breath to arrive in the bottom of your lungs towards your lower belly as you inhale. And continue all the way to the top of the lungs. Exhale and softly empty, empty, and empty. Inhale and fill up your lungs from the bottom up. Pause at the top of the inhale and exhale, soften, soften, and empty. So do that a few times just to cultivate clarity of your breath, clarity of your capacity to breathe. And as you do that, I just want to say that if you, like I was when I started yoga, if you feel that your breath is limited in any way, sometimes we've been dealing with breathing issues, let your breath happen itself. Let yourself being breathed so you don't have to force it, but invite it, so it's getting clearer. Deep inhale and gentle and full exhale. So do that a few more times, and as you do this deep breath, Actually, what pranayama, what deep breath does, it does quiet the mind. It does chemically lowers the level of anxiety, and it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which quiet us, which bring us to a more grounded and calmer place. Gently bring your palms together in Anjali Mudra, the intention setting moment. And as we're going to tap into prajna today together, if there's something you felt unclear about or confused about, I invite you to place it as an intention for your practice today. And at the same time, that's the beauty of the intention, is like you bring it into your mind, into your heart, and you surrender to it. You release it into the space. And we'll see what happens. And as you exhale next time, gently bow your head to your own heart. Inhale and open your eyes, lift your gaze, and let's start on our knees and hands for tabletop. So again, blanket under your knees, as I often say, is a nice prop. Place your hands bowed underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You can walk your hands forward a few centimeters so you get less weight on your wrist to start with. When you feel settled, inhale and bring the top of your thighs back, arch your lower back, look forward. Exhale and bring your tailbone in, belly in and up, chin toward the chest. Inhale, again, sit bones up, arch back, look up. Exhale, tailbone in, sit bones to the ground, belly in, and head to chest, and continue a few times. As you inhale, you look forward. As you exhale, you look inside. And like you did a moment ago, just allow your breath to be full and clear. And the more you do this, the clearer your mind will get, and the clearer the relationship between your mind and your body and your physical reality. Okay, let's take 2 more rounds together. Inhale, thighs back, and then turn them in, broaden them, arch the back, look up. Exhale, knock into that space, take your tailbone under, pull the belly in, bring your chin towards your chest. And again, inhale, sit bones up, arch, shoulder blades together, and exhale. Tailbone in, belly in, shoulder blades apart a little bit. Good. And then come back to neutral spine and find a puppy dog here. So, meaning just walk your hands forward. We're going to stay on the knees. And then now begin to wake up into your fingers. So press the top finger pads down. Thumb is more like a J. And then press the index finger knuckle down. Lift your armpits, melt the upper back. Belly in. And breathe here. Get clarity around the natural curves of your spine. So we're not overarching, we're actually respecting the natural arch of the lower back. Pull the belly in. Natural arch of the shoulders and neck. One more breath. And exhale. And soften. Great. Okay, bring your hands as you inhale a bit closer, 20 centimeters closer, and then lift your knees off the floor. Take downward facing dog here. So if you're pretty new to yoga, bend both knees, even if you're not just new to yoga this morning. First dog pose. Bend your knees here to create more space and ease in the arm strength. Let's take a 2 deep, clear breath here. Soften the back of your heart, thighs back, belly in. And at the end of your exhalation, look forward and step all the way to the top and find Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, chest forward. Exhale and fold again. Okay, inhale, press into the earth, rise your arms to the side, all the way up to the sky. Ardha Uttanasana, and exhale, arms to your side and back in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, butt back, reach all the way down, fingertips to the mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, clear, directional, forward. Exhale and gently bow. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, bring your chest forward first, rise up. Exhale, bring your arms back to your sides and in front of your heart, Anjali. So close your eyes here. We're going very gentle, very clear, very slow. So the depot, the detritus can lower down to the bottom. Okay, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend both knees and touch the ground. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale and step your right foot back, your left foot back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, slow, forward to plank, Palankasana. Exhale, bend both elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. And lower your pelvis to the ground. Point your toes back. Inhale, shoulders back. Cobra, keep your elbows bent. Exhale and lower belly and chest to the ground. Inhale, tuck your toes. Come back. All fours and then down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, and take 2 more breaths. Full cycles here in down dog. Yeah, so again, keep the connection of the 4 corners of the hand and the top finger pads down. Claw your hands toward each other, but melt the upper back. Good. And next time you exhale, step or lightly jump to the top. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Look forward. Exhale and gently bow. Inhale, reach into the ground as you reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, arms back to your side and bring them back up in front of your heart, Anjali. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, float, open to prana, this life force coming through the breath. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot back. Good, and pose here, low lunge. Inhale, scissor your legs toward each other. Right thigh up, exhale, melt the upper back. Good, inhale, step back to plank, left foot back. Exhale, lower chaturanga, bend both elbows. And to the ground. Inhale, shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, back to all fours, back to downward facing dog. Good, use your hands to lift. And take 2 more breaths right here. So again, gently claw your hands toward each other, lift your armpits, dome your armpits softly. Melt the upper back. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward, and pose here, right foot forward, low lunge. Scissor your legs, thigh up, belly in. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. So keep your feet hip distance so you have some space here in the lower part of the pelvis. Inhale, reach into the earth, come all the way up, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your arms back to your sides and maybe in front of your heart, Anjali. Inhale, chest up, arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, butt back, Uttanasana, come all the way down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, left foot back. Okay, pause here. Inhale, planks. Going a little bit faster now. Thighs up, belly in. Exhale, chaturanga. So stay clear and respect the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, shoulders back. And Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. Inhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And after the exhale, take 2 more cycles of breath. Again, and just allow your ears to come a little bit more than, like a little bit higher than your upper arms. Next exhale, left knee to your chest and left foot between your hands. Inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana. You reach into the earth. Inhale, rise up. Come all the way up. Exhale, bring your arms down by your side, Tadasana. And pause here in Tadasana. Turn your palms facing forward. Ankles underneath your hips. Slightly bend your knees. Bring your thighs back, tailbone in. Lengthen your side ribs. Bring the front ribs back. The head of the arm bones back. Lengthen through your neck. And as you close your eyes here, take a full breath. As you inhale, imagine you pull energy from the earth all the way through your crown. And as you exhale, you reach from the crown down through your feet and invite a clarity of grounding here. It's almost like you feel the support of an imaginary wall behind you, but there's no wall. That's your capacity to be clear, to stand in your ground, to stand in your truth, really. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Now keep your hands together in palms together. Bend both knees slightly, thighs back again, belly in, ribs in. Reach up. Exhale, bow towards your right for a half moon crescent here, Adho Chandrasana, standing. So reach now from your pelvis down into the earth and lift through your left armpit, but also through your right, so you stay clear on the right side. That's where you're bowing. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Again, thighs back, belly in, ribs in, shoulders back, head back, and keep reaching down as you inhale. And as you exhale, reach up through the crown and out to the side. Take 1 more breath here. Stay clear on both sides, like you're opening for more clarity, for more wisdom. Inhale next time up to the sky. Exhale and gently bend and bow all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale and step your left foot back. Bring your knee above your ankle and your feet are hip distance parallel. Then hands to your hips. Scissor your legs toward each other. Left thigh up, tailbone under. Sweep your arms up overhead. Ribs in. Head of the arm bones back. Warrior 1 lunge. Vira 1. High lunge. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your arms forward and imagine you pressing into a table here. Yeah, so your torso is leaning forward 45. Thigh up, belly in, and then sweep your arms back. Bring the head of the arm bone back here. More fullness in the back. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead and come all the way back. Shoulders and head over the hips. Exhale, lean forward and back. Head of the arm bones back. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale. Forward. Inhale, up. Good. Exhale, bring your arms back to the side and sweep. Cross your elbows, left elbow on top. Bring your hands together. If that's not possible, you're going to touch your shoulders and then press your hands toward each other. Pull the head of the arm bones back here. Stay clear, belly in, ribs in. Lift through the crown. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open your arms to the side, bring your hands to the sky. Exhale, okay, bring your left hand forward, right hand back, scissor your legs, lean forward and exhale, Next time, left fingertips to the mat, onto the block. Inhale, open, twist. Okay, so now get very clear here. Your right knee is above your ankle. You scissor your legs. At the same time, you lift your left thigh, but you lower your right hip a little bit down. Left and right arm bones back. And now lengthen from the pelvis to the feet and up through your crown and up to your fingers. Good. Exhale. Come down inside. To the ground. Inhale, back to plank. Right foot back. Okay, let's maintain plank here. Knees down if you need some support or variation. Inhale more. Thighs back, belly in, lengthen. Okay, exhale, chaturanga, and again, hold or bring your knees down, shoulders back, belly in, ribs in. Exhale next time, lower the hips. Point your toes back, inhale, Bhujangasana. Good, get clear here. Find the four corners of your hands. Let's hold Bhujangasana for a while. Hug your hands toward each other, your elbows towards your ribs, in line with your wrists, and then head of the arm bones back. From the pelvis, lengthen through your toes and maybe get a few more centimeters high through your crown. Exhale next time, down. Inhale, push back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing. So keep your knees slightly bent here again. And go for clarity in the lower back. So that means natural curve. So if bringing your heels to the ground is really not an objective in Adho Mukha Svanasana. The objective is more to strengthen. There's many things in this pose. But first thing, the clear ground is your spine. So you always want in every pose really to honor the curves of your spine and your spine so you can feel clearer. The rest of the body is like the ground control, if you will, of your body. Inhale, left foot up. Lift the inner thigh a bit higher maybe. Get clear. Outer right hip down. Lift the inner left thigh higher. Inner left heel higher. Exhale, knee to chest. And place your foot between your hands up on fingertips. Feet hip distance and parallel. Knee above the ankle. Inhale, hands to your hips. Good, scissor the legs. Right thigh up, tailbone under, and sweep your arms up overhead. Y1. Inhale. Exhale. Head of the arm bones in. Bring your palms forward. And begin to lean your torso forward again, like you could lean. Press your hands onto a shelf. A shelf that's pretty well fixed on the, on the wall. And then belly in. Inhale, exhale, sweep your arms back overhead, shoulders back. Inhale, sweep your arms up, high lunge. Exhale, lean forward and sweep your arms back, head of the arm bones back. Inhale forward and up. Exhale and lean and hands back. Inhale, sweep your arms up again. Pause here, stay up here. Exhale, arms to the side. Stay clear and bring your right elbow on top of your left, hands together. Good. Breathe here. Keep hugging toward the middle. Now hug the head of the arm bones back in your shoulders. Yeah, thighs back, belly in, and now expand and press. As you press your elbows toward each other, try to expand from the chest out to the side and up through your crown, down to the ground. Good. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Good, pose, and then bring your right fingertips down. Left hand up, left elbow up. And then again, get clear there. Good. Head of the arm bones back, inhale. Exhale, touch the ground and step forward. Uttanasana. Again, feet hip distance, reach into the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands Anjali Mudra to your heart. Close your eyes and take 2 more cycles of breath here. Just bring your intention again. Notice your clarity of the breath, the clarity of the mind. Even begin to notice the space between each pair of thoughts, the space between the thoughts. at least the space between the breaths. That's madhya, and that's what's bringing clarity, prajna. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend both knees, touch the ground. Inhale, shoulders back. Heart forward. Exhale, right foot back. Good. And bring your right heel down so your right foot is parallel to the shoulder of the mat. And once you're here, make sure the front heel is in line with the middle of the back arch. Now bring your left elbow on your knee, your right hand on your hip, and place your left knee above the left ankle. Good. Lift and spread your toes here, hug toward the midline, and turn your thighs in and back. And then pull the belly in and up and feel that lift here, bringing clarity into your core, right hand up to the sky. Okay, one variation is to bring your arms straight, fingertips on the ground inside of your leg, just to work your inner thighs a bit more. Belly in. Now exhale, bring your arm straight towards the right, so like parallel to the ground. And then reach forward, inhale, exhale, clarity, bring the head of the arm bone back. Hug the shoulder blades together. Keep that as you sweep your arms alongside your ear now. Turn your thumb up. Inhale. Okay, if you're there with me, exhale, bring your left arm alongside your ear. Whoa, and inhale, come all the way up to warrior two. Arms parallel, horizontal. Good. Inhale, breathe here, open to prana again. Prana is this life force flowing through the breath. Hug your legs toward the midline, keep your knee above your ankle. Thighs back, belly in, ribs in, head of the arm bones in. Turn your palms toward the sky and just stay open, receptive. Prajna doesn't come always as we order it. It kind of comes where we least suspect it sometimes. Left hand up to the sky, reverse your warrior two here, reverse Virabhadasana two. Good, pause here, bend your front knee more. And then from the pelvis, as you reach through the ground, reach up through your fingertip. Back to warrior two, arms parallel to the ground. Stay strong. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind you, head of the arm bones back. Inhale here, lengthen. Stay clear and bring in clarity as you bow forward into your humble warrior. So bring your ribs in, shoulders back, and lean in. Inhale. Exhale. If that's accessible to you, left shoulder into your left knee, head of the arm bones back, and twist towards your right. Both hands back. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Gently release. Good. Now lift your right heel up and bring your right knee to the ground. Left arm inside of your left foot. Move your left foot 10 centimeters or so to the left. Thighs back. Walk your hands forward. This is where the blocks can be handy. And lower your elbows to the ground or onto the blocks. So maybe one elbow, like the right probably, will come down and maybe not the others. That's fine. Just find what works for you. But now check your right thigh. So let your right thigh come up here. Stay clear so you have space in between the sit bones. Okay, so nerding a little bit here. Press the big toe mount of the right foot more. And then a big toe mount of the left foot and inner heel. Now as you keep that, move the sit bones, the top of the thigh bones on both sides back. And then as you push the big toe mounts, broaden the space between the sit bones. Yeah, that's going to broaden the space at the bottom of the pelvis, which actually increase space in the lower back as well. Inhale the upper back. And next time you inhale, come up onto your hands and come back, downward facing dog. Pose, exhale. Okay, take 2 deep breaths here. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, claw your hands firmly into the ground and toward each other. Now lightly bend your elbows and lift the inner armpit up and then outer rotate your upper arms toward the sides. Melt the upper back. Bring your ribs in, thighs back, belly in. From your heart, press into your hands and then stretch up to your tailbone, and then eventually down towards your heels. Okay, inhale, forward to plank. Lower down to your knees for a variation, thighs up. Exhale, chaturanga. Let's hold chaturanga, head of the arm bones back here. Stay clear and present in your back body. One more breath. And exhale, lower your pelvis. Keep your hands where they are. Head of the arm bones back. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Clear and long, lengthen. Now look over your right shoulder and draw the left shoulder blade toward the right at the same time. Inhale, center, lengthen, and look other side. Head of the right arm bones back. Exhale, next time down. Tuck your toes under. Okay, now to come up, lift your knees, belly in, and then maybe lift up to chaturanga and back into plank. Otherwise, use your knees and come back. Good. Inhale here and exhale here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg up. Next time you inhale. Now spread your toes. Lift the inner right thigh high as you bring the left outer hip toward your left outer heel. There's a split going on here. Melt the upper back. Keep the arm bones lifting. Exhale, knee to chest. Good work. Bring your foot between your hands. Left heel comes down now. And you can move your right heel probably a little bit more in. So if you could draw a line, it would intersect the middle of the left foot. Left foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. Right elbow comes onto your knee. Knee above the ankle. Good. Hug your legs toward each other. Thighs back. Belly in. Parsva Konasana. Side angle. Left arm over toward the sky. Now inhale. Exhale. Bring your arm forward towards the left. Horizontal. You stay here, or for variation, if you do that on the other side. Right arm straight. Now inhale, reach forward here. When you get clarity, exhale, bring the head of the arm bones back, hug the shoulder blades toward the middle of the back of the heart, and then reopen your arm up. Okay, can you keep that and sweep your arms overhead now? It's going to feel maybe, more integrated, so make sure you keep the space here. And I like to turn the thumb up so we externally rotate the upper arm, or the whole arm actually, for more clarity. Head, keep reaching to the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right arm alongside your ear. Inhale, come all the way up, warrior two. And pause here. Again, check your foundation, feet, ankle under the knee, thighs back, belly in, ribs in. Lengthen, turn your palms up. Okay, keep all that and bring your right hand up to the sky. Reverse. Yeah, so for clarity here, just explore for yourself. A version can be to bring your arm more back and go more into like a bow, a back bend toward the left. If you do that, that's great, but keep length on your left side as well. So make sure you have clarity as you move into your yoga poses. Okay, inhale, come back to warrior two. And as you exhale, just soften, interlace your fingers. And to be clear, maybe put the other little finger, pinky finger on top. Feel like the weird grasping of the hands, shoulders back, hands back, head of the arm bones back. Ribs in, and then lower. Now bend your knee, front knee, and then broaden the sit bones and move them back. Head of the arm bones back, maybe. Left shoulder goes up, otherwise you stay inside. Hands a bit away from your shoulders. Inhale, now pull the belly in and lengthen through your core inside of the body. Inhale and exhale. Good. Next time you exhale, hands to the ground, left knee down, left heel up. Move your right foot to the right. Hands inside, again reach for the blocks. And walk your hands forward. Now lower your elbows toward the ground or toward the blocks. For a bit more of a hip opener here. Inhale, lengthen your side ribs. So here I like to actually walk my hands and elbows forward so I have more space. Now press the big toe mount and inner heel on your right foot. Big toe mount on the left foot. Move your thighs back and then inner rotate them and broaden them. Inhale to the bottom of your pelvis. Get clarity into that part of your body. Exhale, soften the back of the heart. Good. Inhale, straighten your arms. And please come back to downward facing. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feet hip distance. Hands shoulder width. So that means middle of the wrists is in line with the outer shoulder. So your hands are a little bit broader than the inside of the shoulders. And then move the top of the thighs back, belly in. Good. Inhale. Plank again. Okay, knees down if you need a variation. Keep your hips up if you do that. Belly in. Bend your elbows, shoulders back, chaturanga. So now pause here. Press into the ground. Belly in and press back up to plank. So again, knees down works here also. Bend your elbows, shoulders back. Inhale, back up. Good old push-ups. Exhale, bend. Head back and back up. Breathe into your back body. Exhale, lower and down to the ground. Point your toes back. Okay, and for a bit of a variation here, open your arms out to the side. And so your hands, outside of the mat. On fingertips, place your wrists, your hands under the elbows. Now inhale, lengthen your side ribs here. It's a bit easier from the waist up to the armpits. Now, hug your legs toward the center. They're still hip distance, but you hug them toward the center. Now press the knees down as you lift the groins, top of the thighs up. Then lengthen the tailbone toward your heels, head of the armpits back. Inhale and lift into a higher cobra here. Don't think higher is better. Think more space is better. Shoulders back. Can you still breathe here? Open for inside. From your pelvis, reach out through your toes, up through your crown, out to the sides, and lower down. Good. Place your hands by your chest again, head of the armpits back. Keep your knees down a few more. Up for the challenge, knees up, belly in, ribs in. Now press the four corners of your hands, belly in, and try to lift your belly in as you press the hands down. Back to plank. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk or jump toward the top. Bend both knees, keep your knees above your ankles. Inner rotate your thighs. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sweep your arms up alongside your ears. That's really intense. Bring your hands onto your knees. Okay, variations, no problem. Now, as you look at your feet here, review the four corners of your feet. Big toe mount, inner heel. Spread and fan your toes to the side. Little toe mount presses down and outer heel. Now keep that. Press the inside of the feet more as you keep your knees above your ankles. And inner rotate your thighs. Pull the belly in. Bring your knees more above your ankles. Arms alongside your ear. Now pull the belly in and back. Clear. Exhale, bend your knees and bring your booty to the ground. Knees can be together now. Grab the space at the back of your thighs, just under your knees. Head of the arms back. Look forward and pause here. Just get clear. You can close your eyes. Toes are up. Just notice what holds you grounded, what holds you stable. There's something in your body, obviously, but there's also, notice your willingness. your commitment to stay grounded. That's called abhyasa in Sanskrit. It means discipline, or it's often the word we use for practice sometimes. But basically depicts that willingness to stay committed, willingness to stay in our ground. That's a good pillar for prajna, for the deep intuitive knowledge. Lift your right heel up, spread your toes, keep your shin horizontal. And you can let go of your right hand and straighten your right leg. Lift it a bit higher, belly in, reach up, okay. And bring your heel down. Inhale, left foot up, left shin up. Maybe let go of the knee, straighten your left leg. And down we go. Okay, inhale, knees together, both heels up. Stay here, so now notice what happened in the back of the spine. Remember, spine wants to be in its natural curves, there's 4 curves. And then spread your toes, again, maybe release the hands so you get off the bus here. Stay here, or continue the ride, or maybe straighten your legs. Okay, now more challenge. Keep your toes in line with your nose. Yeah, or your eyes. Chest forward and up, head of the arm bones back, reach down to the ground, reach up, both hands up to the sky, exhale, arms to the left, inhale, arms up, exhale to the right. If your hands are under the knees, keep them there, inhale up, exhale to the left, inhale up, exhale to the right, inhale up, and applaud yourself, yeah, and come back down. Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees to the side. You can grab the outside of the feet, press the feet together, reach your sit bones back, head of the arm bones back, but head, top of your head up. Close your eyes for a moment here, and just visualize your 2 sit bones anchoring with poise and clarity into the ground. That's your setting your foundations here. The lower part of the abdomen is often related to safety, both in an obvious physical way with the base of the spine and the base of the pelvis, but also in a more somatic, psychosomatic way. Okay, when you got this and you feel ready, bring your knees toward each other. Step your feet in. Be challenged. Use your hands, or hands in front of you, inside of your legs. Inhale, reach forward. Hands to the ground. And find Uttanasana, forward fold. So step your feet forward a little bit. Hip distance. Knees above your ankles. Keep your knees bent and bow. So again, blocks are always good in Uttanasana. And again, one myth is like you have to touch the ground in Uttanasana, but that doesn't come. It's not a gift from when you're born. It's something that we acquire with practice. So that's not the case. Just use blocks here. Hands to your hips, elbows to the sky, chest up, come up, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay. So as you find Tadasana here in clarity again in the feet, thighs back, belly in, lean towards your right side and feel the clarity of your right leg grounding here. Inhale, lift your right knee and your right foot, and exhale, place your left knee. Whoops, we do that again. Lean toward the right, left knee up, and then place your foot inside of your thigh or inside of your shin. Okay, working with balance here. So of course, toes to the ground if you need more balance. Now, wherever your foot is placed, make sure it's not on the knee, because now we want to press the leg and the foot together to help stabilize. We hug toward the midline to help stabilize the pose here and strengthen the joints. Now bring your thighs back, again belly in, that always gives more space to the lower back, and then hands in Anjali Mudra, or keep the hands on the hips. Yeah, ribs in, shoulders back. Feel free to spread your branches of the tree pose up toward the sky or out to the side. even if your arms are to the side or up. Inhale towards the center, bark of the tree, exhale, and from the bark of the tree, reach out through the branches. It's like inhale, the trees are breathing. Exhale, they're releasing the oxygen we actually breathe in. Inhale, and exhale, reach out. Good. Okay, now grab your knee, bring it up as you inhale to your chest. Exhale, lean forward, found warrior 3 now. Step your left foot, keep it up, and float up. So hands to your hips if you need more support. Keep your left heel up, right knee micro bends. Exhale, bend your right knee and bring your left foot back 1 meter back, so not super far away, but bring your left left foot back. Okay, so left heel is down 45 degrees, left foot, right knee above your ankle, warrior 1, arms up. Scissor your legs toward each other, knee above the ankle, in or rotate your thigh, interlace your fingers, shoulders back, heart up, belly in. Good. So variation, strain your right leg, the front leg. Scissor your legs toward each other. Now, as we bow and lean forward, micro bend your right knee, press the big toe mound of the right foot, inner heel, and continue your journey down, shoulders back. Again, respect the clarity of the spine here. Lean over. Now release your hands. Maybe grab the blocks. Parsvottanasana. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bow over the leg. Step. Keep your left hand where it is, or bring your left hand or your left block to the outside of the right foot. Right hand to your hip. Reach your right hip back, chest forward. Stay here or bring your right hand up to the sky. For reverse Trikonasana, Parivrtta Trikonasana, right shoulder back. Now keep pressing to the big toe mound down here of the right foot and the left foot also. And then lengthen. Get clear. Can you get clear in a twisted situation? Shoulder back, head back. Exhale, right hand to the ground. Step your hands forward, bend your right knee, lift the left foot up. Exhale, standing split, so perhaps keep your hands on the blocks of the fingertips, bend your elbows, heart towards your right knee, inner left thigh up. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, and bow. And now get clearer, inner left thigh higher, belly in, and release the neck. Exhale, left foot hip distance to the right, next to the right. Uttanasana. Reach down into the ground. Inhale, come all the way up. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands anjali. And close your eyes here. Soften the head of the arm bones back, the knees. Just notice what's moving through you. Inhale. And open your eyes. Hands back to your hips. Okay, side number 2. Lean toward the left. Right knee up. Inhale. Vrikshasana. Again, foot inside of the leg. Under the knee, above the knee. On the ankle if you need to. Inhale. Keep lengthening as you press the foot and the legs together. Now move the thighs back. Yeah, knees pointing out. Now tailbone under. Even here, place a hand behind onto your belly and one behind your belly, like on the lower back. And feel the natural curve of the lower back. Now keep that as you lift the belly in and up. From your pelvis, reach down. From your pelvis, reach up. You decide what to do with your hands. Maybe they come up. And then visualize the trees breathing in. As you inhale, the trees are exhaling. Bring that inside yourself. As you exhale, reach out to the side energetically. Let the trees breathe in. Have this little union with the trees here. Inhale. Toward your center. Exhale. Offering to the trees. Inhale, take in nourishment. Exhale, out to the sides. Okay, and gradually Inhale, transition right knee up. Exhale, balance onto your left foot. Try to keep your hips parallel to the shoulder of the mat. And what's doing the trick here is to leave the turn the inner right thigh up and lower the right hip to the level of the left. Shoulders back. Now press from your pelvis into your ground and up through your spine. Exhale, bring your right foot back. 1 meter, warrior one. Toes out to the side, 45. Knee above the ankle. And breathe here. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind. Shoulders back, straighten your left leg, scissor your legs, and lean forward as you exhale and lower down. Parsvottanasana. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bow over the leg. Hands can release to the ground. Keep the shoulders back. Keep this micro bend in the knee. So here again, the hips might torque, like the left hip might come forward and right back. So try to counteract that. So the right hip draws forward, the left hip draws back. Right hand closer to the foot, or outside of the left foot, left shoulder back, left hand to your knee, to your hip, and maybe left hand up. Trikonasana reversed. Chest forward and exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bend your front knee, step your hands forward. Inhale. Right foot up. Chest forward. Exhale, bow over, standing split, inner right thigh up. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, bow over. Good. Press into the ground, inner right thigh up. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale and bow. Good. Okay, find warrior three, just one time. And exhale, place your right foot on the mat. Inhale, come all the way up, sweep your arms. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, Utkatasana. Thighs back, belly in, butt back, and come all the way down. Good. Bring your hips to the ground, lower onto your back, and find your feet underneath your hips. Your ankles, underneath your, that's not going to work. So ankles underneath your knees. Feet are parallel like you were in Tadasana. Rotate your thighs here. Pull the belly in gently. Point your fingers at the sky with the elbows close to your ribs. Now readjust your shoulders, head of the arm bones back, ribs in, belly in. Close your eyes, and the center of clarity is in the chakra yoga system, often associated with the center of the head. So look at your soft palate, maybe bringing your tongue onto the soft palate at the top of your palate. And then maybe 4 or 5 centimeters above that, in the center of your head, is the center for clarity. Energetic center for clarity. Imagine you can breathe into that spot, and as you exhale, gently press or reach that spot toward the earth, through your head, through your crown, through your skull. Inhale, keep that grounded. Lift your hips off the ground. Keep your shoulders on the ground. Now inhale from the center of your head, reach out through your knees, pull the belly in. Reach up, maybe lift the chest towards your chin a little bit. Shoulders back. And draw your feet towards your head, full circle. Inhale, clarity into the mat. Re-expand through your knees. And draw your feet towards your head. Exhale, lower, down to the ground. Great. Breathe here. And exhale. Inhale, reach your right knee to your chest and bring your right heel up, so right leg is straight. Interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. Press into the right, press the right thigh into your interlaced hands. Reach your right sit bone down, belly in, ribs in, lengthen through your crown. Perhaps reach your left heel on the ground, so left leg straight also. Now, notice again, you can torque your hips here, but bring instead your right sit bone to the ground. Yeah, the left sit bone to the ground. If your hamstrings is very tight, just bend your knee and reach through the knee and up, and the heel toward the sky where it is. Exhale, bend your knee here and just draw your knee towards your chest. Keep reaching your right sit bone to the mat. So you're long and clear on the right side. Good. Inhale. Lift your right heel a little bit up and bring your left knee behind your right knee. So bring your hands onto your shins now, and maybe keep your hands here. Lift your shins parallel to the ground, and some of us maybe grab the outside of the foot. Again, there's no destination here, just go where you are. Then reach your sit bones down. Keep your hands on the shins or the ankles or the outer foot. Spread your toes. And as you draw your feet towards you by pulling your hands, push the knees and the sit bones away from you. Pull the belly in and keep lengthening. Now get clear, more space in the outer hips, in the back of the thighs, and in your breath. Notice the deep breath and notice the space after the exhale. What are you willing to clear yourself from? Hips tension is a really good remedy to mind tension. So when you release tension in the thighs and hips, probably help clear your mind. Okay, exhale, release. Bring both feet on the ground, open your feet wide. Let your knees fall toward each other for a moment here. Reconnect to the power of your lungs, the capacity of your lungs. Maybe breathing deep in a laying down position feels easier or different. Notice for yourself. And softly bring your feet slightly closer, hip distance. Interlace your fingers behind the left thigh, left heel toward the sky. Left thigh left sit bone go down. Reach your left heel up, shoulders back, inhale. And exhale. Release any tension behind the left hamstring. Perhaps stretch the right leg if you did so on the other side. Left heel down. So point your right toes up here. So the right leg muscles are engaged. Reach your sit bones down, lengthen through your spine, and try to recreate this lower back curve by arching your back a little bit, the lower back. Now pull your belly in, pull your ribs in, but keep that lower back arch. Clarity of the spine, clarity of your center, of your prajna, the inner intuitive knowledge. We all have access to this. No, it's not a magical power. We all have access to that. You just need to remember. Good. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Draw gently your knee towards your chest. As you reach your left sit bone down, maybe notice a gentle stretch here on the outer hip on the left side. Okay, release that. Lift your left foot a little bit and then bring your right knee behind your left knee. Grab your shins, okay, or maybe grab your feet. If you do grab your feet, bring your shins parallel to the ground again. Okay, so that requires you being on the shins here with your hands. That's what you do. Bring your sit bones to the ground, spread your toes, gently pull your shoulder blades together as you pull your feet or your legs toward you, but move the knees away from you. Inhale, clarity into the lower back. Exhale, clarity in the hips. Inhale, space between the sit bones, and you're like, I don't feel the space here. And exhale, release, and imagine space is flowing in into the tight spot. So the beautiful capacity of the mind is to imagine. It's one of the qualities of the mind. It's called vikalpa in Sanskrit, imagination. So imagine you create space between your sit bones, like the bottom end of your pelvis is getting super spacious. And really the effect on your mind. Exhale. And gently release that, bring your feet down. Now, clear the space around your mat and open your arms to the sides and bend your elbows in cactus shape. So elbows about the height of your shoulders, head of the arm bones back. Good. And bring your knees toward the right. So keep your feet where they are, maybe a bit broader than your hips, and keep your knees and roll your knees toward the right here. So left hip is going to lift. Now move your thighs back, so stick your butt back, and then lengthen your tailbone. Lengthen through your left rib cage, left side of the rib cage, and lengthen through your neck. Breathe, exhale. You can add a neck stretch here by looking towards your left elbow, left shoulder in. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to center. Move your hips to the right a little bit and move your knees to the left now. Thighs back, belly in, and lengthen through your spine. So moving the hips to the right to begin with is just helping this action of thighs back to create a lower back curve. And then lengthen your lower back curve with your belly strength. Look towards your right side. Deep breath. Clear and clearing breath. Inhale, gently draw your knees up and find a happy baby pose. So draw the knees toward the outer ribs. You can stay here or lift the feet ankle above your knees. Grab the inside of the ankles, arms inside of the legs, or grab the outside of the feet here. So just gently spread your toes to keep the legs engaged, but just 50%. And then roll a little bit, and yet establish the lower back curve. Inhale, exhale, release, roll to your side and up to a sitting position. And we're going to sit just for a short pranayama, so grab what's comfortable for you to sit on. So I have a bolster, maybe you have a cushion or a folded blanket. Pull your buttock back. Yeah. To get clarity in the hips, maybe if you're sitting cross-legged like I am, maybe bring the other leg in front. Again, it's nice to switch that when we remember, so we don't use to only one side being forward. So just bow, bend your legs differently. And then, so what I was thinking was to count the breath. It's a simple breath, so we can take it into Shavasana in a moment. Inhale, place your hand on your belly. Inhale and try to draw the in breath into your hand, and then lengthen your inhale all the way up to your collarbones. Pause here, hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale and empty on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep the breath out. The breath out. Inhale now, new cycle. Inhale 2, 3 to 8, 4, 5, all the way to the top. 7, 8, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, empty from top. 7, 6 to bottom. 5, 4, 2, 1. Okay, take 3 more rounds on your own. Welcome to close your eyes. 8, hold at the top. Exhale 8. Relax your shoulders. Hold the breath out for a couple of counts. Inhale 8, barely to the top. Hold softly, no anxiety. Release when you need to. Exhale 8. Keep the breath out for a moment. So stay tall in your pranayama. Inhale, last cycle. And after you keep the breath out, after you exhale, just breathe normally and notice the subtle effect of your breathing exercise, pranayama, on your mind. I'm going to invite Ujjayi just for a few rounds. So Ujjayi is like this yogic breath where we breathe through the nose, but it's like we want to say the sound with closed mouth. As we breathe in and as we exhale. So it's like if you think you want to make fog on the mirror, but with your mouth closed. It's going to sound a little bit. Both on the inhale and on the exhale. Inhale. And imagine you drawing the Ujjayi toward the center of your head, the upper palate, which we visited already. And as you exhale, you let the exhale expand in the head. Okay, working with the Ajna chakra. Energetic center for inner wisdom, inner knowledge. So Ujjayi toward the center of your head as you inhale. Exhale and release and soften. And come back to neutral breath, and softly I'm going to invite you to come down onto your back. So if you feel really inspired, you're welcome to stay in meditation and take Shavasana after the class together. You can take Shavasana on your own. But if you want to go for a rest right now, come onto your back, bring your blanket on top of you so you stay warm. And come down onto your back. Lower down. Take a moment here. Make sure you stay covered and warm. Soften the back of your head, the center of wisdom, middle toward the back of the head. Even find that deep breath from your nose into your lower belly. Hold the breath for a couple of counts. Exhale empty. Notice the breath, the space after the out breath. Can repeat that a few times, cultivating presence in the space after the breath. Tap into your inner intuition, the deep inner knowledge, which yoga helps us cultivate. Tap into. Release your eyebrows, release the space behind your eyes. Let your eyeballs truly rest in your skull. Your jaws relax. The skin, the muscles of your throat relax. The arm bones, the arms, the fingers, the rest of the body relax and surrender. Dwell into the inner space, your deep intuitive wisdom, and rest in peace there. When the mind gets busy, just softly relax the grasp around the thoughts and go back to the empty space. Okay, I'm going to guide us slowly out of Shavasana here, but you're very welcome to let my voice be kind of a background noise and stay in the clarity and the rest of your Shavasana. Gently begin to simply rest your awareness in the center of your head again. Deepen your breath right into your Agna chakra, the center of your head. And as you keep an awareness there, bring the rest of your awareness into the rest of your body and begin to move. Intuitively stretch and move your body as it feels right to you now. And gently, on your own pace, roll onto your side, come back to a sitting position. Keep your eyes closed, and you can place one hand on your belly, one on your chest, so you reconnect to that deep knowing, inner knowing of what a deep breath is, of what a deep space is. And notice the difference between the quality of that deep, intuitive space and the tightness of the thoughts, of most of the thoughts. So every time we get caught up in the train of worries, of fantasies, of regrets, remember the spaciousness available around it. So it becomes, we don't dismiss them, but we actually embrace them into a broader space. This is what prajna, the intuitive wisdom, basically is. Bring your palms together, reconnect to your own intention, and honor your practice and yourself by simply bowing your head to your own heart, just as a symbol of humility and self-acknowledgement. I bow to you and your inner wisdom, and I thank you deeply for you showing up and your practice on your side. I can't wait to see you hopefully next time in live, in person. Okay guys, take care. Namaste, have a beautiful day.